Good morning, my name is Pamela from Ginger Cat Crochet. I live in Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here to talk about crochet mainly, but I can't promise that I will just talk about crochet because I do tend to go off at a tangent. I do love to crochet. I first learnt when I was a teenager. My great aunt taught me. When it was lockdown, I decided that I would like to learn again. I followed some tutorials from Bella Coco and Blossom Crochet on YouTube. And originally, the things that I made were practicing stitches, so that I made blankets for a local animal charity. I did go on to make other things, but I really wanted to learn how to do toys. In searching for amigurumi makers, I found Cassandra from Craftably Ever After. Through watching her videos, I was encouraged to finish the one that I started and to go on to make other things. In particular, I learned how to read a pattern by following a tutorial for the Buddy Bear and then following the pattern in written form. And I've come to find that I actually prefer a written pattern now, which I never thought I would say. Recently I've been making things from Zumigurumi. The last one I did from that book, it's Zumigurumi Favourites, which is this one. I don't know if you can see that, I'm not really up on how to do this. Is the Raindrop Fox. I bought this yarn, it's James C. Brett Fairground DK. And I don't know why, but this said fox to me, and I still don't know why, but it did. And I absolutely love him. I think he's just so cute, and I love colourful yarns. So he's the last one I did from the Zumigurumi book. Then I went on to trial a pattern for Cassandra. She called it Rainbow Bear, but that might not end up being its proper name. However, I did actually have some rainbow yarn in my stash. It's one that I've used before. It's James C. Brett. Party Time. Sorry, I couldn't think what it was called then. And it's a chunky yarn, but because it's rainbow colours, I thought, well, why not? So I came along up with this little fellow. I did stick to the pattern except for the cowl, which I did in a single deeper crochet. But I think it came out great. I just love him. The bits that I used here were Stylecraft yarns and bits and bobs that I had in my stash. But yeah, I love him. I think he's great, and I think it'll be a good pattern for Cassandra to put out there. Having done that one, I thought, all right then, I'll have a go at another Rainbow Bear, but this time I'll use a DK yarn. I'd bought this one. I'd bought from a local garden centre. It's actually a UK budget yarn. It's by a company called Woolcraft. It's called Baby Prints, and I can't remember the colourway, but I don't know if you can see it, it's got flecks of blue, yellow and green in it. That's why I chose the green and the blue to put for his accessories. This time I went rogue and I did a proper scarf for him. That is definitely Stylecraft, is that yarn. This bag, I went rogue. I did a square one, so it's a bit more like a messenger bag. As you can see, I've put a rainbow pin on it, and that's a nod to the title of the bear. But do you know something? It's a budget yarn, but it is so soft. I've said on reply to Cassandra on Instagram that I really could cuddle him all day, and he's so lovely. I absolutely adore him. The last one that I've done over the last few days, well, it's actually, I've finished it off. It's been sat on the pile for a while. I made this one a while back, and this one is an Hobbii. It's a free pattern from Hobbii. They do some really good free patterns, actually. And I was asked to make another one for someone's granddaughter. I've done it in the same sort of yarn, which is Stylecraft Merry-Go-Round, but this time I've used Starburst. It is one of my favourite yarns. I love it to work with. I think it does really good toys. But it's so simple, so simple. I mean, like, you're just doing like a chain and then going back along the chain with the slip stitch to make the legs and arms, and you just feed them through. The hardest bit I find is tying the knots when you've put the beads on. But yeah, I think it's great. I added the flower just to give him a bit of extra interest. The pom-pom is a bought pom-pom, and I can't remember how much there were, but there weren't that much off Etsy. So yeah, I love him. I think he's great. I like the fun things, I must admit. And like I say, I'm a bit of a fan of variegated yarn. I don't think I've a lot more to talk about at the moment. I'm obviously new to this. I can't promise I'll be able to edit anyway. I'm not really up on the bells and whistles on YouTube, so you'll have to bear with me and put up with the ums and the getting things wrong, and hopefully we'll get there in time. I'm going to go now. I know it's only a short one, but I am just putting my toe in the water and seeing how it goes. So until the next time, I'm signing off. In Yorkshire, we'll say I'll see thee. So that's a little bit of Yorkshire for you. I do hope you understand my accent, because I am very broad. See you later.